Ant-Man and the Wasp's post-credit scenes finally answer the question, where was Ant-Man in Avengers Infinity War? Yippee-ki-yay movie lovers, it's Jan here, and today I'm breaking down the two post-credit scenes in Ant-Man and the Wasp, explaining their connection to Infinity War and how they set us up for Avengers 4. If you're new here, I do regular superhero videos, plus I'm kicking off a new Marvel giveaway. Make sure you're subscribed and leave a comment about the movie to enter. Spoilers ahead for Ant-Man and the Wasp and Infinity War. The mid-credit scene opens with Scott Lang preparing to head back into the quantum realm on a mission to collect quantum healing particles. Janet Van Dyne warns Scott to stay away from tardigrades and not get sucked into a time vortex. Once inside the quantum realm, Scott collects some healing particles, then reports he's ready to come back. Hope counts down his return over the mic. 5, 4, 3, but then the line goes dead. As the camera cuts back to where Hope, Janet and Hank were operating the quantum tunnel, we see the remains of 3 clouds of ash falling to little piles on the floor. Basically, the Pym family has been dusted by Thanos' snap at the end of Avengers Infinity War. It's a really ominous moment when you hear Scott's panicked voice over the mic as the camera pans through little clouds of ash. He realises something's wrong, but he has no idea what. The scene is also a chilling reminder of the Infinity War post-credit scene, where Nick Fury and Maria Hill evaporated into ash in New York. It's especially tough to watch as Hope only suited up as the Wasp in this movie, and Janet Van Dyne was only just rescued from the quantum realm, and now we have to see them dusted. Wasp will be in Avengers 4, however Evangeline Lilly has said she's only going to be in it a little, which is disappointing as it seems she'll probably be limited to just scenes where she returns with the other dusted heroes. Now, there is a glimmer of hope, no pun intended, in Janet's last words to Scott about time vortices in the quantum realm. Avengers 4 is very likely to be set several years after the snap, in a film that I expect will show the surviving Avengers adjusting to a decimated world and figuring out what they can do about it. Marvel has cast a currently 16-year-old Emma Furman to play an older version of Scott's daughter Cassie in Avengers 4, which means I expect that once Scott realises that there's no one at the other end in the real world to bring him back, he may try travelling through a time vortex. This could take him into the future where he meets an older Cassie and then together they visit Tony Stark to tell him about the quantum realm, and the Avengers then try to figure out how they can use time travel to fix what Thanos did. This would tie in with Avengers 4 set photos of Ant-Man in New York with Iron Man and Captain America, with each of them wearing a similar looking device around their wrist. Another possibility for how Scott escapes from the quantum realm could tie in with Captain Marvel. I expect a reason will be revealed in her film as to why Carol Danvers hasn't been around or available during the various crises we've seen on Earth, such as the Battle of New York, Sokovia or Infinity War itself. It could be that she's in the quantum realm herself, and the beeper that Nick Fury set off to contact her in the Infinity War post-credit scene may be able to communicate with Carol there. Ant-Man might hear the beeper while he's stuck there too, and he and Carol might both even meet up in a Captain Marvel post-credit scene that sets them up to meet the Avengers in Avengers 4. Another possibility is that Scott simply gets stuck in the quantum realm for several years and learns new secrets and survives there just like Janet did. His daughter Cassie could eventually find out where the mobile quantum tunnel was located, and so she turns it on again to bring him back out. What's also interesting in this credit scene is that Scott was collecting quantum healing particles. These were being gathered to help Ghost. However, there's a chance they could also play a role in restoring the heroes who were dusted in the Thanos snap. There is a second post-credit scene which, while short, does provide a little more backdrop for Avengers 4. After all the credits have rolled, we snap back to Scott's house, which seems to be deserted. Everything is quiet except for the dissonant tone of an emergency broadcast playing on a TV screen, indicating the Thanos snap has truly kicked off a crisis. This sense of unease is followed with a shot of the ant who filled in for Scott during his house arrest, playing the drums. It's an uncomfortable moment watching the ant drumming away as he seems oblivious to the catastrophe around him. And just to unsettle us even further, as the screen fades to black, a title card pops up with the words Ant-Man and the Wasp will return, but a little question mark is added after a second or two. We can't take this last bit too seriously, as I think Marvel is just gently trolling us because, as I said earlier, it's already been confirmed that Evangeline Lilly does return in Avengers 4. Now, I'd love to hear your theories on Avengers 4, and if you've seen Ant-Man and the Wasp, what did you think of the movie? Let me know in the comments and make sure you're subscribed to enter my Marvel giveaway. I'm working on new Marvel videos, so until then tap left to check out one of my videos YouTube thinks you'll like, or tap right for my full Marvel playlist including Infinity War. If you enjoyed this, a thumbs up and your support is really appreciated. Thanks for watching and see you next time, yippee-ki-yay movie lovers!